Okay, builders, this is a quick overview of how to actually go about editing your profile. Your profile needs to exist, and your login needs to be associated to that current profile. If that's the case, you should see these two buttons here. One, Edit Profile, one, My QR Code. This is at your My Profile page. So this is actually the default. When you load the app and you've logged in, it'll take you here. If you're somewhere else on the app, you just need to click on this. We call it the hamburger menu. Go over here to My Profile, and it'll get you back. So let's talk about editing your profile and some of the caveats of what happens when you edit your profile. So go ahead and click the button Edit Profile. We've thrown some help on here as well that you can, see all the different sections and what they mean. If watching a video is good enough, you can continue to do so. So let's talk about this. So each of these down here, I refer to them as a tab. So this is your bio tab. Now this is the information that you need to enter. You maintain your own information, what you want the public to know about you or see about you. So put in a nice bio. Go ahead and include your bio. Now here, this is your first name, last name. We're requesting this is your legal, real first name and last name. If we don't show these two fields to the public, this is on the back end side so that we can actually match people up correctly. You can choose to have a different nickname or a display name. Because this app is for the public and children will be looking at it, whenever you make any edit and submit, your profile will disappear from the app until someone reviews what you've done. So that's got to be really important to know that. So if you make a change, it may be a while before one of the admins has an opportunity to look at it. Now we're assigning profile admins as we get some people trained, but just be aware of that. So you can fill out any of this information. It's all right here. Pretty standard stuff. You can include it because we're going to give you an option later to remove what you don't want. So if you want to make sure that we have a ways of knowing how to get a hold of you and contact you, perfect. Then do so. So, oops, I just moved my thing. Okay. So let's drop into droids. Yeah. I didn't go over the picture, did I? So this is your profile picture. So you can take a selfie with this one. This button here will open up the camera. You're going to take a selfie. We're going to upload that. It's almost immediate. So it will replace your existing picture right away. I'd probably recommend using the album version, which means take a selfie, do whatever it is you need to do for the picture you want to use, store it on your phone in the photo album, and then access that from here. That circle is to give you an idea of what it looks like when it's done in the Droid Builder Listing tab. So you'll see those little pills that show up in the list of all the builders. That circle, we call it's known as a circle avatar. And so you want to get your photo all kind of scaled properly in here. All right, so that's your bio. I mean, once you hit submit, this is really important. Once you hit submit, your profile will disappear from the app and won't be seen by anyone until it's approved. And we'll send a notification via the app if it's either approved or denied and why. So if you start, using poor choice in language, we will probably reject that and say why. So let's go to your droids tab. So within your droids tab, you can maintain your droids as well. And you literally can just click in and go over that. So let's go over a droid. So in here, we don't have the same level of privacy settings on the droid. Typically, if you hide your builder profile, your droid's not going to show up anyway. So you have to have a minimum to show. You've got the pictures that are set up in here. There's another section over here to go with the pictures, but this shows you what exists. This is a little slider button. You just need to flip it back and forth. Do you want it to be shown or do you not want it to be shown? This is another key one. If you would like your droid to be considered to be used for any of the casting roles that are currently happening, you need to flip this button. This will make your droid available to, we have a separate application that we work with the production companies on casting, and that will make your droid available to them. Classify your droid. It's a pretty, it says we simplified it, so just try to fit what you think it's closest to. We have a safety inspection program. This is actually important when it comes to the casting. Not important unless you need our PLI insurance that we can provide. Then your droid does have to be safety inspected. There's a whole lot of things. It's the same thing with casting. We go through a safety inspection. So here's where you want to put your name, droid name, simple stuff. You've seen this, no doubt. Throw in a description of your droid. Feel free to put whatever you want. Whatever you want to have for your droid, it's yours. And you're showcasing it, so that's kind of exciting. So let's jump to pictures. Here's our pictures tab. So there's 6 pictures. We are very specifically saying we want to make sure that you have a front, a side, and a rear picture in this order. So make sure you've taken the pictures ahead of time and replace these pictures front, side, rear. And then you've got an additional 3 pictures after the fact. You can use whatever pictures you'd like to use. Again, please pay attention to what pictures you are posting. We're going to go least common denominator. If we think that the picture may be offensive to someone, your droid submission will probably be rejected, straight up. And I apologize if, that's too harsh, but that's kind of how it is. Okay, so this is an instant thing too. As soon as you do those, they instantly change. And then you just need to hit submit changes. So we'll hit submit changes on this one. Now what happened when I hit submit changes, that droid should disappear. It should not be available at all within the app. And we can go and test that. So, all right, let's talk about privacy. We really think privacy is important, and we respect your privacy. So by default, you are completely dark. So even if you exist in this app already in the database, because we took the data from Chicago and I had some stuff from Orlando, so we imported it in just so we had a good data set to work with. These are all turned off. Each of these things, you could look at it as you're adding on to how much you're giving away. If this is turned off, and so in theory you should be, when you come in the very first time, that's what you'll see. Okay, everything's just marked as red. You're invisible, and so to change that, the first thing you do, and this is work your way down, is do you want to allow your profile to even be viewed by anybody? If it's not there, you won't show up anywhere. It means you won't be able to participate in scavenger hunts or anything like that, just because you're not there. Even if they scan the code, you shouldn't take it. It'll just deny it because you're not marked as visible. So you'll need to flip your switch to allow profile if you want it. The rest of these things are these are optional. So this is, do you want to share additional information? So when you looked at the profile I had before, I'll go by my bio tab here. So you've got this biography, right? So this biography, what we're asking here is, do you want to share that bio with somebody or you just want a picture up? It's up to you. I'll share it because I don't mind. Now, here we go is this location tab. So the location is your city, state, location. So do you want to show your city and state? One thing that we do is we'll say the country. Country is going to always show so that we can just identify this is the country that this person is in. But otherwise, if you don't want your location to show, leave this off. If you don't mind, go ahead and flip it on. Like I said, it's up to you. Your email address. So the email address is actually tied. You know what? It doesn't show in there. Huh, silly me. So that email address, it's actually important why you can't change that, because we link it to how when you logged in, we link that email to the record, and it just doesn't change. So if you need to change the email, we have to do some stuff in the back end to really fix that. If you want people to be able to see your email address, go ahead and flip the button. It's up to you. If you would like a droidbuilders.net email address and you have a completed droid, you are eligible to have one, and we will create you an email address and get you all provisioned up. We'll point back to the help desk for you to do that. And then, of course, there's social media. So I don't know. I don't think we put it in there at this point. It's something we have to add is the social media aspect, and that would enable your social media links. And so for now, that's going to be a back end where we have to add that for you. So we have to gather that via a service desk ticket. You can submit, say, I want to add social media to my account. We're supporting Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at this point. And we can enter that information into the account so that it's available. So mine's already there. I'm just going to leave mine back on. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my bio, and I'm going to hit Submit Profile for approval. Now, just to give you an idea, let's go back into the builders. I used to be in here. I am no longer there. I will not show up until somebody checks my approval. So you can see over here, these are our profile admins. And so notification came, and this is going to be, if you are designated as a profile admin, you will be required to have a droidbuilders.net account. But they have to review your settings. So this is exactly what we get. We see this come in. We look through, the admins are going to look through, verify the pictures are appropriate. The text is fine. It's not like you've, written anything super crazy. And they will go ahead and leave you a note. So we've got an internal notes. We use those for, honestly, we haven't used them, but we thought, well, we'll just put it in there anyway. And then we have this, which will send you the message saying either you're rejected or you're approved. If we go through the safety inspection portion, we would actually be flipping this on if it's been safety inspected. But, like I said, don't have to be concerned over that for now. So we see those things. They come in as droids, and we'll also see the builders. We'll look at the builders and see that. So you can see, here I am. And it's pretty funny, our messages exist still. So all this is it. So there you go. That's pretty much how to edit your profile and then what to expect on the back end time-wise. I don't really know how we're going to get everybody identified. So typically at your local, around some of the very active local people, we'll have somebody who is technology savvy and can step up as an admin. And we'll do that. So hopefully this video helps you understand how that builder profile works and how to edit your profile and your droids. Okay.